Yo, 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 yo. What are we doing here? How is everybody doing this morning? A little early again. A little early again just because I can and I will. How is everybody doing this morning? Last game of the year. I see people were in the waiting room. How are we doing, everybody? How are we doing this morning? Let me know in the chat. How are we doing? Good, great, bad, indifferent. How are we doing? Let's see who's in the chat. We got Brandy, the good Brandy in the building. Tweak Pat, Felipe, Lucky, Django, Catherine, Woe Timms, Scott from Florida, Tylene, and we got X Rummage. Both Brandy's in the building. X Rummage loves me, but he says, go Steelers. How could you? How you doing, my guy? You have an awful cold. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you feel better. Get some medicine in you. Get that cold to go away. What up, Eric? It is giveaway Sunday that rhymes, halftime at the watch party. If your name gets drawn at giveaway Sunday and you are not at the watch party at halftime, I can't help you. Members and Patreon members, if your name is drawn and you're not here at halftime, I cannot help you. We will just pick another name. So make sure you're here halftime. Giveaway time. We'll be drawing 2 names, 1 Patreon member, 1 YouTube member. So make sure you're here just to show my appreciation. And 2 winners will receive a $50 gift card, 1 Patreon member, 1 YouTube member to Fanatics so they can pick what they want, what sports team they love or love to hate or whatever. So make sure you're here at halftime, watch party, Pittsburgh Browns. And the game is not on TV again, so I will be about 67 plays behind. But I'm sure I'm going to have to say that about 67 times. It's going to be a fun one. Chanel, stop it with your Steeler nonsense. You're back in Steeler time. Why am I not shocked? How are you doing, Chanel? Hopefully you're doing well. Besides the team you root for, you're a good person, except that part. I don't know. You got confused when you picked your NFL team. But other than that, you're a great person. How are you doing? Bye, Clowney. Clownish. Who checked out the Clowney video I put out? Hands in the air. I know I did because I made it. I made it. Who else checked it out? I did. Been looking for you all week, man. Love. Can't wait. Jeanette, how are you doing? I'm doing good. Hopefully you're doing well. 5 minutes to the show starts. I'm just chatting away. Jibba jabba on 100. I'm doing great, Chanel. I'm doing great. Last game of the year for the Browns. And hopefully for your Steelers as well. Hopefully for your Steelers as well. Brandy watched it. Stephanie watched it. Both Brandys watched it. X Rummage, you watched it. Scott from Florida. All right. So people were checking out the videos. I'm trying to put out more content. I'm trying to put out more content. So hopefully you guys are watching the content. You're putting thumbs up. Hopefully. I'm trying to grind here. It's hard, but I'm trying my best. So hopefully you're watching it. Energy is your hand. Hopefully you're watching the content I'm putting out during the week. Hopefully you just don't leave me on Sundays and say I'm done with your channel. Hopefully you're watching the content I put out during the week. I am trying my best. I am trying my best. Hoo, hoo, hoo. What up, George? How are you doing? So hopefully you're watching. Hopefully. It is greatly appreciated when you do. And you hit the thumbs up on that video and you watch the entire video. So YouTube goes, hey, maybe we should recommend this guy to other people. Hunt and Clowney wants out. Who wants out next? It's a good question. Maybe the towel boy. You have to look at all the brown stuff today. Chanel, it's not that bad, Chanel. Look at my jersey. It is a very nice, clean jersey, Chanel. Nick Chubb. How could you not like Nick Chubb? How could you not? What up, AAA? Giveaway Sunday. Make sure you're here in case your name is picked. Because if you're not here when it's picked, we're moving along. I'm just saying. Myron, what up? We got 3 minutes till the show starts. Till I'm done jibber-jabbing. Somebody said dog check. I seen a dog check in here. I got y'all.
Dog check! Dog check!
That's a beautiful jersey. See, Chanel? Stephanie gets it. It's a beautiful jersey. It's nice, you know. It's clean. You know, it fits well. I think you should try it, Chanel. I really do. I really do. Oh man. Once again, if you're if you just came in, the Browns aren't on TV today because the Bengals are the better team in Ohio, so where I live at. Once it gets to the end of the year, they play the better team, unfortunately. So I will be streaming again. So just bear with me. I will be behind about 2 to 3 plays. Shake my head. Shake my head. Corey, you know I'm in Cleveland. I rep the Steelers. Makes it even worse. It's the right colors, X Rummage. It's the right colors. It's the right colors. Do you think Chubb will be used often today? Well, you know, Jesse, you're going to find out in about 2 minutes. You like how I did that, Jesse? You like how I played that? You like how I put the lead in, Jesse, into the show? The lead into the show. We're about to get into it right now, ladies and gentlemen. The show's about to start. I would cry if I had to put it on. Why would you cry? Why? In PA, they are playing the game. Will not comment early. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Phil. Let's get going, ladies and gentlemen. It's showtime. I'll need behind with you'll be behind with me. Need behind with you. Let's go. It's game day, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the show. Thank you for staying with me in my pregame shenanigans. Just came on early just to do it. It's Browns Steelers, 1 p.m. CBS, but I don't get it, so I'll be streaming. Be with me and help me. Last game of the year. Rivals. Steelers looking to try to get into the playoffs. They're trying to extend their season. Mike Tomlin trying to not have a losing season ever. He has never had a losing season. As much as I hate the Pittsburgh Steelers, as much as I hate their entire soul, that is outstanding. To never have a losing season. Never. That's outstanding. That's an outstanding number. I cannot hate at that. As much as I want to, as much as I want to look for a hating tree, I cannot hate on that. But we have an opportunity to change that. An opportunity to put that on his resume. Check it off. This is the reasons why to watch this game. Some people go, why? Why should we watch it? It's over. Who cares? There's a reason to care right there. That is a reason. Knock them out of the playoffs. Check. Give them a losing season. Check. And on the other side, Pittsburgh's like, listen, we don't want to get swept by the Browns. We don't want them to end our playoff hopes. So there's a lot riding on this game, ladies and gentlemen. So if I cannot convince you right there, why not to be here at 1 p.m.? Why not to watch this game? Why not to get amped that you don't have football in your blood? Then you're just walking around bloodless. How are you walking around bloodless? I don't know. And then if you don't want to do that, then if you're a member or you're a Patreon member at the $5 tier or below, you can win a gift card for $50 to Fanatics. And if I can't even convince you to come here to watch because of that, then you just don't have a pulse. That's my reasons to watch the game today. 1 p.m. CBS, Steelers versus Browns, AFC North rivalry. Make sure you're here to watch. You're a good promoter and host, Corey. Thank you, Jesse. Joe Flacco still playing for the AFC North today. Somebody wants a dog check.
Dog check!
What up, Phil? Shout out to Corey for being the most energetic, faithful Browns YouTuber. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate that. Go Browns. Game going to be wild. What up, Gmail? Hi, chat is finally over. Snap the Steelers playoff hope. Smash that like. Thank you. Hit that like button. What up, Lynn? All right, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, that's the best I can do. If I can't convince anybody else to be here to watch the game or at least watch the game, I got nothing for you. I gave it my all. So, like our Browns can end the Pittsburgh Steelers season this week, there's something we did last week too. If you may not have noticed, we made an accomplishment last week. I'm petty. We ended the Washington Commanders season last week. Stand up and give yourself a round of applause if you watched us last week end the Washington Commanders season. Now, I know there is some Washington Commanders fans, and I'm all for it. I have nothing against the Washington Commanders. I have a friend that I work with. Her husband's a Washington Commanders fan. So I feel for him that he is out of the playoffs. But guess what? You do what you have to do when you have to do it. And we knocked the Commanders right out of the playoffs. They were in the hunt. You know, Terry McLaurin, my guy, a Buckeye guy. I feel bad for knocking him out of the playoffs. But you do what you have to do, right? We went in to Washington. We went into hostile territory. They were booing the crap out of Carson Wentz. Boo! And I loved every second of it. 24-10, a very dominant second half performance for the Cleveland Browns. The defense got 3 turnovers. Carson Wentz was just throwing us the ball like it was our holiday. It was Christmas time for Cleveland. A great win for us. So I know the season's over. I get it. I understand it. We can spread everything with negativity if we want. But from 1 to 10, how do you feel? How would you rate that win? 10 as the best win ever, which I'm not going to say that, or 1 as just who cares? 1 to 10, how do you rate that win? I know no playoffs, but you ended somebody else's playoffs. 1 to 10, how would you rate that win? Snap the Steelers playoff hopes. Bloodless gang? What up, Mimopolis? Brandy says it was good. See, good. Yes, best play to watch the game. It's fun here. Thank you, Chanel. Today's our Super Bowl. What up, Cheryl Tucker, boy? Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Remember, we got to sing our song in the chat today. You got to sing our song. Use your emote, if you remember. Sing it. Was there and the victory was so much sweeter? You was there, Django. It ain't nothing like being there, too. And you win. My friend's cousin's roommate, godfather is 6, 6, 5, 3. Who? So we got a 6, a 6, a 5, a 3, a 3. Ended somebody's season only gets a 3, a 3. They're singing in the chat. Sing our song. A 3, Brandy? They only get a 3. They don't even get a passing grade. That's a failing grade. A 3, 7. Ooh, yeah, but oh no. A 3. Lynn says a 7. Of course, X Rummage is going to say a 3. That's a tainted 3. Coming in here wearing your black and yellow like you're Wiz Khalifa, and you're going to give a 3? 9? Okay, a 9. Eric came in there like, I'm going to offset that 3 with a 9. 9, okay. 9? So we got 3, we got 6, 6, 5, 3, 7, 3. The X Roman, should I even count his 3? Because I'm surprised he didn't give it a negative 16, to be honest with you. 9, a 2. You know what, X Roman, a 2. You know what? I'm around a 7. I'm going to give it a 7 because a 7's a passing grade. It's a C, right? I'm going to give it a 7 because the first half, we stunk. The offense was doing nothing. They were just there. They were just there, and the defense was doing all the work. They were doing all the work. They were getting interceptions, and the offense wasn't capitalizing. And we were like, oh, my goodness, what are we doing? The defense is doing all this job. And then when Carson Wentz and the Commanders went like 95 yards, like 21 plays, 10 minutes, we were like, here we go again. Here we go. The offense didn't hold up its end of the bargain, and we were panicking. It was the halftime, and we were like, oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. But then the second half happened. The offense happened. They start scoring touchdowns. And then Carson Wentz kept turning the ball over. So the defense did its job. Carson Wentz kept doing his job. So that's why I give it a 7. In the first half, we were still worried, even though we were getting turnover after turnover after turnover. Defense was doing its job, except for that one longest drive that I can remember. I don't know if there's been a longer drive than that. There probably was. But then the offense kicked in the second half, did its job, and then, boom, game over. So I'm going to give it a 7. That's just my personal rating. I'm happy for it. I give it a 7. You end their season. They can play today. And who cares? Because they're not going anywhere. And I'm petty, and I like it. That game made me think about how the season's over. I was being generous. 8. It depends on how we knock out. Hold on. What up, Michael Rosen? 7. It depends on who we knock out. It'll be a 10 after we knock Pittsburgh out today. Oh, Michael just calling his shot. We're going to knock Pittsburgh today. 2 going on 7. Today's win will be 10 because we knocked out the Steelers. Another Mike just saying we're going to knock them out. What up, Michael Bowling? So I got to start saying the last names. We got Michael Rosen, Mike Susanick, and Michael Bowling. So Mr. Bowling, what up, bro? You don't like Ishberg ads? Did you get an ad, Chad? Did you watch the ad to give me my 2 cents? What up, Austin? Oh, no, the Kool-Aid man came out and said, oh, yeah, Miles the Kool-Aid man? B. Skrills. Hopefully we can get Lovie Smith next year as our DC. Did Lovie Smith get fired? Isn't he the Texans head coach? Did he get fired? What up, Tim? What up, Tim? A draft party? We don't even get a first-round pick. We don't even get a first-round pick. This is the game. If we ain't going, Steelers can't go as well. This is the game. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, B. Skrills? Get who out of here? Talking about Clowney? I think that's what he's talking about. What did Clowney do? I don't understand. Did somebody watch my video about Clowney? We're going to be talking about him, though, Tim. I mean, B. Skrills. We're going to be talking about him. B. Skrills, hold on. Just hold your horses. Hold your horses, B. Skrills. We'll get on him in a second. If you haven't watched my video about him, I would recommend just watch it, just to help me out a little bit. And I think you'll have a good time. Ready to win today. They're reporting Woods' last game is today. Really, Mike? Are they reporting that? Is it true? Don't get the chat happy, Mike. They may throw a party. If we hit the Steelers in the playoffs, you're dead. We want you alive. Ladies and gentlemen, before we move on to the next topic, as you can see on the right, make sure you're here 1 p.m. Pittsburgh, Cleveland, and halftime giveaway. Patreon member, one Patreon member will win, one YouTube member will win at halftime. So make sure you're here, because if you're here and if you win and you're not here, we're drawing another name. We're just going to draw another name. So make sure you are here. And I'm just saying, just make sure you're here at halftime. It's just to show my appreciation to all of you. Appreciate you. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you. Big Ben is sitting on the bench. we're going to talk about, since B. Skrills wants to talk about him so much. I mean, he just, he wants to talk about him. Hopefully he watched my video. You guys know how I feel about the situation, but we're going to talk about him. Jadeveon Clowney. I'm just going to sit here for a second. Jadeveon Clowney. Now, if you don't know, if you haven't heard, he called out Cleveland. He's not playing today. His last game was last week. Or did he play last week? I don't even know if he played last week. It doesn't even matter. Did he play last week? I don't think he played last week. I don't even care at this point. But Jadeveon Clowney, last game is not today because he ain't playing. All right? Okay, let's get that out the way. Number one. Number two, Jadeveon Clowney. I will say this. All right? And I said it in the video. I don't want no smoke with Jadeveon Clowney. If he ever was to see this video, because he never will, he would chop me in the throat, all right? And I would pass out. That's a big dude. That's number two, okay? Number three. Why? Why now is my question with Jadeveon Clowney? Because if you don't know, he called out the Browns, basically just saying that they're just trying they're trying to show off Myles Garrett, and they try to get him on the weakest lineman to expose the matchups to get him into the Hall of Fame, and and then they move me to the harder match. What is going on here? Are you kidding me? Is this what we're doing now? I didn't think he was coming back anyways. Because it was his last year, he had a little 1-year contract. It was his last year. But really, this is what we're doing now, last game of the year. You have Myles Garrett, ladies and gentlemen. The best player on the defensive side of the football. You can argue the best player on the team. I would say Nick Chubb because I love Nick Chubb and he's my favorite player. But you can argue that. But you're going to say, because they're scheming Myles Garrett onto a lesser offensive lineman, let's just say they're doing that. So what? It's Myles freaking Garrett. I do it too because we want to get him to the quarterback. Any means necessary. And number two, so what? Are you saying that you can't beat the guy that you're lined up against? Is that what you're saying to me right now? It just frustrates me because it's just more drama that we don't need right now. It's just more drama that I don't feel like hearing about right now. And it just annoys my soul. And Myles Garrett... Does Myles Garrett only play one-on-one? Do we watch the games, folks? Is Myles Garrett, does he get one-on-one every time? Does he never get double-teamed? Because I thought when I watched the games, he's getting double-teamed a lot. And choke-slammed. And trachea punched. And Samoan spiked. And he gets the big boot. And then he gets leg dropped. And no flags are called. But maybe I'm missing something. It's ridiculous. It really is. You're playing with arguably the best defensive end in football. People will argue Joey Bosa, TJ Watt, pick a person. I don't care. You can have your arguments. You are lined up the opposite side of Myles Garrett. You have 2 sacks, and you want to sit here and come out and vomit on the last week of the NFL talking about there's your favorite season of Myles Garrett. I know my abilities, and my abilities say shut up. Okay, I'm done. It irks my soul because you could have talked to Myles Garrett. You could have kept this inside, and now we have to deal with it. And now fans outside of Cleveland are laughing like, ha, more drama. And what can I say? Nothing. It's stupid. I'm done. That's my soliloquy for today. Love you too, Brandy. Drama. Appreciate you, Mr. Cord. Thank you for letting me join the ride all season. Appreciate you too. Save the mama. Call. Save the drama. Call for your mama. Bye, JC. See y'all. One more D-line player to replace. Dang, Gina. Miles is the man, boy. Bobby. He said Miles is your favorite. I don't want to play anymore. You're an NFL player. If you say they moved me to the harder part, you're in the NFL. You worked your butt off to get here. Now you're whiny. Miles drawing double teams helps Clowney. What is the problem? That's what I thought, Brandy. But I guess I don't know anything. Exactly, Corey. He crushed his hopes of getting signed, complaining about how hard it is. Can we have him? Coach T will put him in his place. You might get him, X Rummage. You might get him. Good luck. Hey, don't scheme for TJ Watt, though. You have a problem. If this will add more fuel to Joe Woods to go out of town, I'll take it. No, and he never gets a box cutter held to his throat either. No way is Clowney working harder than Garrett. Garrett has more sacks in his first 4 years, even after being suspended and hurt rookie year, than Clowney in his whole 10-year career. Jeez, Mike, you put it that way. That's crucial, Mike. When you put it that way. Yeah. Clowney's been a bust since he left the college. My ownership, high court on my computer. Do you have to, Cynthia? Do you have to re-up? I'm not sure. Do you have to re-up? Like, did it expire? Late but here. How you doing, James? That's my take on it. It just annoys me. It annoys me to no end. We have a generational player in Myles Garrett, and you're literally trying to throw him under the bus. But then you're saying you're not throwing him on the bus, and then you're saying you're 95% done with Cleveland. And I'm not going to lie, chat. When I was making the video, I didn't think about that until I read some of your brilliant comments. I do read y'all's comments too. When you do leave a comment and you like the video, I really do appreciate it. I don't think y'all understand it. It means a lot when you guys actually watch the video and then you make a comment. I didn't catch the 95% thing until y'all was making the comment, because I'm making the video, trying to make it entertaining and, make it, watchable. I didn't really pay attention to the 95% part until y'all was making the comment. Dude throwing shade with 95%. I said, you know what? Get this dude out of here. He's getting on my nerves. He really is. And like I said, he'll still chop me in the throat, and I'll have to go to urgent care and the emergency room. So I hope he doesn't see this. Whew. But still, I'm done. I've had enough. Sign a vet, draft a DE from Alabama. Done. It's still me, but my computer isn't allowing me to do membership on here. I have the membership on my phone, but my computer won't let me renew it on here. So on your phone, it shows you? That's weird. I went through the same thing, Cynthia. I had to wait for YouTube to not be dumb. Yeah, I knew Brandy went through it for a while. That's weird. Because yesterday it was showing you as a member. But that's my thought on Jadeveon Clowney. Like I said, 95% because no one will sign him and might know only place he can play. I think he'll get signed. I really do. Some team's going to sign him. I'm not going to be that blasphemous and say nobody's going to sign him. Like, I'm not going to be that dude. But, he's not. He's going to get signed. A team's going to pick him up because he is a talented player. He is talented. Now, he's not what we thought he was going to be out of college. But he is a talented player. He's 30 years old. Somebody's going to pick him up. He's very good at stopping the run. He made very good plays against the run. He did have 9 sacks last year. It did tail off to 2 this year. He does have an injury problem. And it's not players' fault that they have injury problems. They don't want to be injured. So I don't like getting on players for being injury. But, dude, talk to Myles Garrett or talk to the coach. Like, you're going to wait till now and then start vomiting at the mouth. Just yabbity-do, yabbity-da. I'm a yabba-yabba-ha. What does that even mean? I don't know, chat. What am I talking about there? David, Brandy. What's going on with David here? David, you just come in. My guy, how you doing, David, first of all? You just want to come in here and you just want to pick the opposing team? to get that chip on my shoulder even bigger. That chip on my shoulder. What up, David? I'll probably ask you to remove that picture of the clown as he does not do. How are you doing, Lucky? Good morning to you too, Lucky. He ain't going to get the money he wants, though. He's good enough to be signed, but he's not as good as he thinks he is. David, don't you start your crap. Leave Corey alone. I said it in the comments. The person to blame is for Clowney. Is Clowney himself. Miles does his job when he's not getting ramsacked. I got your back, Corey. For a big guy, Clowney's passive-aggressive. Laugh out loud morning, Corey. My guy, David. Brady's got my back, David. You're making the chip on my shoulder getting bigger. Oh, man. That's why I love this, man, is when we can have fun. Oh, man. But, yeah, that's my thought on you suffer from vomit of the mouth. That's my thoughts on Clowney, man. Check out the video if you haven't already. I greatly appreciate it, even though you just know what I thought about it, but it just helps me out. If you haven't seen my video yet, it's on the page. Like it, all that stuff. Watch it. It helps out. Trying to get you guys more content, 2023. So help me out. I would love it. Subscribe. Turn on your notifications. Join the page. 2023. Here we come. What up, Jeff Mack? What up, Jeff Mack? Now, Lucky, I got you. 1 p.m., CBS, Browns, Steelers. Here we go. Last game of the season. Last game. This is it. Can we do it? Can we end their season? Let's talk about it. We're looking to end the Steelers season, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. This is what we came for today. Now, I know X Rummage and Chanel aren't here to hear this, if they're still here. Oh, well. Can we do it? The bot, dang bot. 84% chance I'll find a girl for me? 84? Why not 95? But anyways, here we go. Browns looking to end the season. Lucky likes this picture a whole lot better. Can Nick Chubb and the Cleveland Browns end their season? This is it. This is what we're here for, ladies and gentlemen. We talked about it a little earlier. So rude. This is all we got. We got only 84 though, chat? Like, what, can I get 95%? Anyways, this is all we got to hang on to, ladies and gentlemen. This is the rivalry of all rivalries for the Browns. You mean it's Ravens or Steelers? But if you go back into it, it's really Pittsburgh. If you go back to the nuts and the bolts, and if you go to the blueprint of everything, we hate the Steelers, and they hate us. Now, we want to keep it real. They've had our number for a while now, okay? Like, if we keep it real here, chat, right? We're a real chat. You know, there's a lot of chats out there. A lot of chats you can go into. You can wander yourself into a chat. But we a real chat, right? Steelers have had our number for a while now. So it only would be great when we played them in the playoffs, we beat them when it mattered, right? And now if we can do it again this year, if we can sweep them, it'd be even better. And we just take their chances of the playoffs and throw it under a dusty rug. Why is the rug dusty? I don't know. But that's what we have to do. Now, is the Steelers a high-flying offense? No. But they have a running game, okay? And you know our Achilles heel is run defense. We can't stop a soul. If I had any abilities left, maybe I can get 2 yards on our run defense. That's what worries me. Chubb, Miles, and Watson will do their jobs today. Yes, they can stop the Steelers. We must. Only reason to watch the game is to end their season. What up, Peter? How you doing? How are you, Peter? Hopefully you're good. We can. All depends on the Browns team shows up. Browns clowning around this week may represent what we'll see. I see what you did there, Phil. Phil, I see what you did there. I see what you did. I see the wordplay you did there. I gotta get my water there. If they played the second quarter last week, then yes. Second half, maybe, Stephanie? Second quarter, I don't think we did good. I don't think so. I think you meant second half, maybe? Brown should chalk up this season now. Next year, if nothing changes, to start making serious changes. Oh, they will. Listen, if we're in the same spot this time next year, that whole stadium is getting burnt. I mean, everything is just it's going to be some seriousness going on, David. 84% chance to create a Browns dating app, draft a sweetheart. if we sweep them, first time since 1988. Man, we ain't swept them since 88. We got to get this done, chat. We have got to end their season on a high note. We've got to do it. This is the prime chance. This is something to hold our hat on to, right? Sweep them since 88. Keep them out of the playoffs. Send them home. Give Mike Tomlin that losing resume. First time. It can be a trivia question, chat. Think years from now, 20 years, they make that calendar, the trivia for the Browns. Who was the team that cemented Mike Tomlin to have his first losing season? January 8th, 2023. And it could be the Cleveland Browns. And people may not know that, but we will, because we were there. That's why we have to do it. That's why we have to do it. 1988 was the year Schottenheimer left? Dang, Johnny, you hit me with some Google stats? Or did you just know that because you are a Browns extraordinaire? Hopefully Woods came to play today. Woods? Yes, half. Got you. You was 7? Beast Grills, you was 7. I was 3. Don't just win. Destroy them. Truth bomb. Najee is running like a truck right now. X-Rummage, I'm scared about that. X-Rummage, I'm going to keep it real. That's what scares me because our run defense is set up like paper mache. That's what makes me nervous. You wasn't even born yet, Austin. I told you weeks ago our kicker sucked. Our kicker doesn't suck. He misses every kicker. Every kicker's not Justin Tucker. And actually, he mixed a couple last time I called his game. All right? I'm just saying. He did, and I was so proud because I think I had something to do with it. I'm just saying. Oh, now RQ. Oh, here we go, Paul. Here we go. There goes that hidden agenda. Our QB sucks. The hidden agenda's coming out. Here it is. Our QB sucks. Put in JB or Dobbs or put in Derek Anderson. Here we go. Is it about football or is it not about football? Here we go. It only took 15 minutes. No, 30 minutes. That wasn't bad. That was good. When my granddaughters are hardcore Brown fans, I wasn't born. I got that one. You was 5? Play for the trivia is what they say in the locker room. Hey, X-Rummage, that's what we got to do, man. Play for the trivia and end their season. Don't hate. They don't care, Lucky. They don't care. It ain't about football. It ain't about football. They ain't thinking of any reason. Bring back Osweiler. Like, oh, jeez. Here we go. This again, huh? Here we go. Oh, boy. You were 21? Okay, Jeff. I am doing playoff games, yes. Will people show up? That's a good question, Cynthia, but I will be doing playoff games. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Dobbs killed you last night? How did he kill you last night, Tim? Did you have him in fantasy or something? What happened? What happened? But this is what we have to do, ladies and gentlemen. trivia, and locker rooms. No, I have not had any updates on Peyton Hillis. No. I hope he's okay. No, Brandy, I don't want to give them any chances to play. That is a negative. I want to win. You give them chances to play in the preseason. I want to win. Screw the Steelers and screw the players who haven't played. Sorry. I know that's harsh. Screw that crap. They can play in August. Y'all won y'all's fantasy league? Okay, Austin. Okay. But that's what we got to do, ladies and gentlemen, in their season. And I don't want no preseason players playing. They can sit on the bench for all I care. Because I'm mean, and I want to win. All right, Django, I'll see you later. What up, Thriller? What up, King Thriller? I might have missed you come in. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Sad situation. I hope he pulls through. 1 p.m. CBS. Make sure you're here. Giveaway at halftime. If I pull your name, well, I'm not pulling your name. But if somebody pulls your name and you win and you're not here, we're going to pull another name. I'm just saying. So make sure you're here at halftime if you're eligible for the giveaway. Patreon member, YouTube member, $50 gift card to Fanatics, one each. So make sure you're here. Let's get into the next question of the day. Patreon question of the day, ladies and gentlemen. It's your favorite. It's my favorite. It's Cleveland's favorite coach. We all love him. Or do we? Is Kevin Stefanski in over his head? Let's think about what's been going on with Cleveland. There's a lot of people that may be tired of Kevin Stefanski. You got Jadeveon Clowney. You got Kareem Hunt. You had the whole Baker Mayfield OBJ situation. You got players just wanting to leave, then never mind. You had Njoku, never mind. There is a special guest. There is somebody coming at halftime to pull it. I'm not pulling the name. There's a special guest puller. I don't know who it is. Somebody's just going to pop up and pull the name. I don't know who it is, though. So just make sure you're here. I'm not pulling the giveaway name. Somebody's just popping up. It could be Jadeveon Clowney. He might come in and pull the giveaway name. I don't know who it is. I'm not doing it. So make sure you're here. That's all I'm going to say. Good question, AAA. Somebody's coming to pick the name. It's not me. I said it weeks ago. It's not going to be me. It's going to be somebody else. I don't know who it is. Could be Nick Chubb. No, he's playing. Ain't going to be Nick Chubb. Could be Clowney. Could be Johnny Manziel. Make sure you're here. Best thing ever is back in week 3. Miami thought that we were going to win the division. Now it's week 18. We control whether or not we even get in the playoffs. Feels so good. They even in the playoffs. Yes, he is in over his head, says Brandy Duncan. Keep it simple, Stefanski. Not that simple. Yes, says Cynthia. Brandy is so over Kevin. Scott thinks it's my mom. Good guess. Maybe, maybe not. If Kevin doesn't succeed next year, he'll probably be gone. I agree. What? I agree, Mike. He will be gone next year if he doesn't succeed. I agree. He will be out of here if he doesn't succeed next year. If we're where we're at next year, he'll be gone. But I've always said, why can't I talk today? I've always said he'll have a year with Deshaun Watson. I've always said that. If it's a terrible year, good night, Kevin. Is the architect, the visionary, the revolutionary, Seth Rollins? Maybe. If it's your mom, I'll cry. Yes, over his head. I think if Watson not sold on Stefanski, he'll be gone. Yes, he is. I want Chubb to run over 200 yards today. At Brandon Lewis. It's Snoop Doobie Dobb. Snoop Dobb. It's your dad. How went to get milk. Kevin's pink slip will say 5 wide. We need a strong-minded defensive coach like Callahan is to our offensive line. So I see some yeses. I see some replacements. I don't think I've seen a no. Has anybody said no? He's not in over his head? Let me look back. I haven't seen a no. Let me look. Yes, I'm so over Kevin. It's me. Seth Rollins. I want Chubb to run for 200. Austin Chubb's not going for 200 today, by the way. But I wanted to. I don't think they get the ball enough. I haven't seen a no. Get him out of here. Kevin is all offense, not defense. It shows. Lucky says no. There's one no. One no. Everybody else thinks he's over his head. A lot of people are ready to move on. Lucky, maybe you can't see the screen. Is Kevin Stefanski in over his head is the question. Lucky. James says no. Phil says no. How do you lose so many games when you have the lead? Cleveland can't get a good coach or QB, so let's see how next season goes on behalf of both. Yes, he is. He just can't seem to have good working relationship with superstars. AAA. He's not the problem. Kevin's still a very young coach. He is still developing, says Mike. So seeing a couple of no's. I think Lucky just said no to say it. I don't know if he believes it. I don't know if he knew what the question was. So I'm not really counting his no right now. X Ramach's no, I'm not really counting because he has ulterior motives. I do not think he is. He is just stubborn in his ways to make correct changes, says Peter. Mike Prefer is the answer to that, Lucky. He was the head coach that day in the playoffs. The 5 games that we should not have lost early this season that you all need to know. Nice knowing you, Kev. What up, Angry Will? AAA, that's true. Maybe a better DC and have someone call plays. Can't manage superstars. Maybe he still has the best record of any coach since '99. It's a very good question here. This was a tough one for me, right? We don't make adjustments. This was a tough one for me, right? Everybody wants to fire Kevin Stefanski. Not everybody. A lot of people want to fire Kevin Stefanski. Like I said, he's not going to get fired. I don't think he's in over his head. This is tough. I don't think he's in over his head. He has his moments, right? He has his moments, but I don't think he's in over his head. He had the Baker situation. Baker had the injury. They didn't sit Baker. You could say it's Kevin's fault. You could say it's Baker's fault. We could argue tomato. Now you have the Deshaun situation. When your starting quarterback's not playing 11 games, what he did with Jacoby Brissett, I thought was pretty darn good for the time being. But now he's going to have his quarterback next year in Deshaun Watson. He won Coach of the Year a couple of years ago. Mike just said he's had the best winning record since 1999 as Browns head coach. I think he deserves 1 year with Deshaun Watson to see what we can fully be. So I don't think he is in over his head. He just has his moments that make us go crazy. But I don't think he deserves to be fired. And I have said that a zillion times. Does he make me scratch my head? Sure. Do I get mad? Yes. But I don't think he's in over his head yet. We'll wait till next year. I am giving him that opportunity next year with his quarterback for 17 games. A full slate. His quarterback. 17 games. Let's see what he can do. And if next year we're in this same situation, wanting to ruin somebody's season, we're out, or if we're just terrible to be terrible, then I'll be with everybody else. Just get rid of them. I'll be there. But right now, I'm going to give this man a chance because I'm one of the last ones to do it. I'm just saying. We have a mediocre coach when we were in our Super Bowl window. Did you hear that Benny Mack is back? Oh, yeah, I did, Cynthia. I wasn't happy about that. He needs to win today, though. First half of next season will show us if he needs to go. That's a good point, Phil. If Hugh gets a third season, Kevin. Oh, man. We were the most patient person ever with Hugh. Well, I don't know if fans were, but Cleveland was. I said at the beginning of this year, if they fired Woods last year, we would have been in the playoffs this year, but he's still here. If I was D, I would pull an Oprah, look under your seats to get a pink slip. Steelers will trade head coaches with Browns. I want the Steelers to win. I want them to put up 50 and fire Joe Woods. But if they keep Woods and defense stinks again, Kevin's got to go for keeping Woods. Well, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. I keep telling y'all, I fear Joe Woods is going to keep his job. Somebody said they heard it was his last game. I don't know who said it in the chat. I would like to know where y'all heard that from. I hope it's true. I never want to see somebody lose their job. I'm just too nice of a person. Maybe I'm too nice. But it's his time. It really is. Our defense should be a lot better than what it is. It's his time. I think he's okay for a season or two, depending on the further actions and if any more players come out and speak. I never said fire him, but he and the higher-ups need a good reality check and stop depending on just one player. That's a real good player, though. But he cannot affect the defense. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do in the offseason. I hope Joe Woods, listen. I just think it's time for him to go. I really do. Because we can't start off on defense the way we do every year, and then in the back half of the year, start to improve, and then be like, see, next year, watch out. No, doesn't work that way. In Columbus, Tim, we don't get it. We don't get the game in Columbus. It's on CBS, though, but not in Columbus. Let's do pink slip for coaches this game. If you win, we trade. You don't want that, X Rummage. You don't do that. You don't want that. You don't want that. But that's my view on it. He needs one more. Yeah. Tony. The first person is not on borrowed time. Like, y'all got to get y'all's personal feelings and just throw it in the trash can. You got to. The first one's not on borrowed time. Maybe on your watch, he's on borrowed time. But on Cleveland's watch, he's got about 4 or 5 years until that contract is gone. He's not on borrowed time. Now, Woods is on borrowed time. His clock may be ticking. Like Karrion Cross goes tick-tock, tickety, tick-tock-tock. The first one's not on borrowed time. Like, we've got to get these personal feelings just got to go. It's just got to. Like, he's not on borrowed time. This dude is here. Like, you don't give up that kind of money. He's not on borrowed time. He's just not. Like, I don't know. I can't help. I just can't help. I don't know what to say. You'll trade OC, though? Nah, I'm good. Y'all keep that. We have the player, but we do not have the coaching. I'm gonna give him one more year, man. Like, I'm gonna keep. Listen, I'm gonna keep the faith. He's on your bar. All right, Tony. Hey, at least you kept it real. He's on your borrowed time. Like, a lot of people. Listen, I listen. I get it. I'm just saying. People want anybody but him at quarterback. I can't help you. Like, but listen, at least call for somebody that's better. Like, say Patrick Mahomes or somebody. All right, or somebody of that caliber. Come on, Osweiler. I'm like, all right, y'all tripping. It'll be 2 years since I started watching your streams, Corey. Appreciate you, Cynthia. Appreciate you. Very good question. AAA, Patreon. That's a tough one, though. It's a tough one Because you'll see me in the streams ready to throw my sun kiss at the wall when he makes a crazy call. That was a bar, and I didn't even mean to do it. But I'm going to give him a chance. I may be the only one, chat. I may be the only one. Kevin, don't let me down. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 1 p.m. We will be streaming the game because I don't get it. Bengals are on TV against the Ravens. Bengals are the better team. So later in the year, they put the better team on CBS where I live at, and I got to deal with it. So I will be about 2 or 3 plays behind. Once again, halftime, make sure you're here. Patreon, YouTube members. If not, and your name is picked by whoever's picking the name, not name me, they will pick another name. If you are not here during the watch party, it is for people who have showed up all year long and has supported, and they are either a Patreon member or a YouTube member at the $5 tier. So I appreciate all of you. Make sure you're here. And if you're not here, then you're just not here. All right, ladies and gentlemen. If a few games go different, like we make a field goal, extra point when need, JB leads us to the playoffs. Maybe, maybe not. Listen, Tony, I'm not the person that I root for everybody. I don't know how many times you've been in this stream, but they can tell you. I root for everybody that's their quarterback. From Baker to Case Keenum to Jacoby Brissett and now to Deshaun Watson. I don't care who's that quarterback. I just want us to win. You can ask the chat. When Baker was here last year, everybody was booing that dude, and I was fighting for him. Then I fought for Jacoby when everybody wanted Josh Dobbs in the game. I was fighting for Jacoby. And now I'm fighting for Watson. I just fight for whoever's on this team, man, because I just want us to win. I'm a fighter. And then when they're not here anymore, guess what? They ain't here. But that's it, man. I'm just a fighter. I fight for our team. That's what I do. Until they're not here anymore. And then I'm like, hey, it is what it is. Except Nick Chubb. If that dude leaves, I'm walking somewhere. I'm having a conversation. All right, ladies and gentlemen. That's all good, Tony. Hopefully you stay, Tony. Hopefully you stay for the watch party, Tony. Because if you just found the stream and you came to the pregame, hopefully you come to the watch party where it goes down. Tell them, chat. And Roman, Tony is a new person to the stream, and he just don't know how it goes down, Roman. I don't know if he knows who you are, tribal chief, head of the table, but Tony, we acknowledge you.
Acknowledge me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, who is the winner? Pittsburgh, Cleveland. Why? When? Where? Who's your big dog of the game? Get it in the chat. You know how we do it here on Corey on Sports, the livest on YouTube. And if you think there's somebody liver, then that's just what you do. You have your own opinion. I can't tell you what to do. I can't. You have your own opinion, your own brain. But anyways, who wins? Why? Big dog of the game. Get it in the chat. Yes, sir. You will? All right, Tony. I'm with you, Mike. I would love to keep Jacoby too, man. I really would. I like him. I really do. I mean, we get automatic QB sneaks. Like, he's just a good person, but I think he deserves to at least try to get a starting spot. Cynthia, it was 50-50. It was on Baker too, because Baker would not sit. I won't let you put that all in Stefanski. You heard him. I know my body. I know my body. I know my body. I ain't sitting down. I'm going to play. I'm a man. I was like, whoa, Baker, you're hurt. No. 27-7 Browns, says Brandy. Peter says it goes down. It goes down. The livest watch party online. Agree, Brandy. Let's win and keep the Steelers out of the playoffs. Just download the NFL app and pay $5. Miles Garrett. Chubb, my big dog. Tony, buckle in for game time. 2018 Browns, 31-21. If Browns win, I will shave my head and run around my house naked. Rummage. First of all, you're not going to do that. So don't say things you're not going to do. And second of all, I don't want to see it, so I don't want any proof. Okay? Don't do things you won't do, and I don't want any proof, okay? So it doesn't matter. Say something that I want proof of. Oh. 34-17. 34-7. Putting up 34 on the Pittsburgh defense. Stephanie, have you seen that defense play? I love your enthusiasm, though. Been a Browns fan forever. Go Browns. 27-7, says Scott. 27-7? We're going to hold them to 7? All right. 34? I would love it. Cooper, big dog. Big dog is Cooper. That's the wrong sound. Let me hit another one. Big dog. Woo-hoo. I'm 11-5 so far. I love us. I have us losing this one, but hoping I'm wrong. It will be a close game for sure. Scott from Florida, we are going to bury them. I'm going with Watson Chubb, big dog. I know it made me upset. Oh, so you knew, so you just wanted to hide the part that Baker was being stubborn. You just wanted to hide it, Cynthia, huh? Trying to throw Stefanski under the bus. Watson puts the whole game together. Browns 31. Watson, your big dog. Okay. I just don't see us getting to the 30s on this defense. This defense is pretty darn good, Chad. I don't know if you know, but this defense is good. At Pittsburgh, it's a pretty darn good defense. 27-21 close game. 24-17. Jeff. 24-17, huh? I like that. I like that score. Browns win 27-16 and finally sweep the Steelers. Big dog Watson doing everything in his power to win. I don't want it in my email. Mike, X Rummage. I don't want it in my X Rummage. I don't want to see it. I don't want it. I will take your word for it. I trust you as a human. I don't want it. Don't send me that. Don't you send me that, X Rummage. No. Don't you do it. Oh, if I get any notification from an email I don't know, I'm not opening it. X Rummage. I ain't opening that. Cooper's a good pick. If that's a Tuesday in Ohio, I'm not surprised. 17-16 Browns. Big dog Watson, Chubb, and Cooper, three-headed monster. Cooper's a great pick. 24-13 Steelers. Clowney. Clowney? Michael, what? Who's my Clowney? Happy New Year, Corey in chat. Thank you for the $2 donation. Greatly appreciated, my guy, DCD.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Greatly appreciated.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Pickett grows up today. Steelers slide through 2. Big dog Chubb. Dog show up today. Pitt still wins. Sorry. It is what it is. Miles Chubb Jones. Don't got X Rummage. You ain't got a X Rummage. X Rummage. Angry Will. You know how many times I picked against Cleveland this year and y'all booed me? You ain't got to apologize. How many times y'all booed me? Laugh out loud. Steelers 17-13. Pickett grows up today. 17-13. Gave a score this time. If you say Clowney, you're getting clowned. 31-27. Browns big dog DW4. All right, ladies and gentlemen, to wrap this up, I'm going to give you my big dog of the game. A lot of people have said his name, and I'm going to say it too. I think the big dog of the game has to be Deshaun Watson for the Browns to win this game. It has to be. Because Pittsburgh is going to load up that box, and they're going to say, you're not running the football. No way, no how. And we all know Kevin Stefanski. He gets discouraged really quick. 2 yards, that's it. All right, 5 wide. We're done with that crap. We're throwing. And that's what Pittsburgh was like, good, throw it. We're not scared of nobody but Cooper. Throw it. They're going to try to get that pass rush back there. Watson's going to have to use his legs. He's going to have to use his arm. He is going to have to win this football game. I do not think Pittsburgh is going to give Nick Chubb a remote chance to win, to even try to get that rushing title. They are going to stack that football box. 10 in the box. They don't care. Watson, beat us with your arm, your legs. Do it. Pittsburgh has a very stingy defense, so it's going to be a very interesting football game. But Watson has to be big dog of the game. They have got to watch out for T.J. Watt, Cam Hayward, all them boys. I don't know their injury report, but I know they got some mad, nasty people on that defensive side of the football. That's my big dog, Deshaun Watson. He's going to have to throw for at least to me a couple of touchdowns. Nick Chubb will get in the end zone one time. He may not have big yardage, but he'll get in the end zone one time. Nick Chubb. Let's go. Now, who wins the game? That's the tricky one. Who is going to win this football game? Will Pittsburgh get to the playoffs? They have to win to keep their, the mojo alive. Chance to get in. Run towards TJ Watt. Repeat is what Brandy says. X Rummage just wrote a story in the comments. If Kenny calls his own play, then we win. If Matt Canadian calls the plays, take a shot every jet sweep and 3-yard check down on 3rd and long. All right. Who wins? This is a tough one for me to pick this game, to be honest with you. At Pittsburgh, defense is stingy. They want to win this football game. But I think, ladies and gentlemen, Myles Garrett is going to be the key to this game. They're definitely going to triple team him, maybe quadruple team him. But he's going to have to try to get to Kenny Pickett. Hopefully, Jadeveon Clowney has revved him up a little bit, and he's a little bit ticked off about the jibber-jabber that's been going on all week. He can get us a turnover, get us a key strip fumble when needed. They're going to have to shut down the run game. Yes, shut down run game. I know, it's funny. It's funny. But at the end of the day, I'm going with Browns defeat the Steelers 24-17. Jeff Mack, does that score look familiar to you? 24-17. Help me, please. I got Browns by a touchdown. They're going to need a key turnover somewhere in this football game. I don't know who's going to get it, but they're going to need a key turnover to win. Delpit has been balling out. I would like that. Give me a Ward pick, but give me a Myles Garrett strip fumble, and I will see you at 1 p.m. I got Browns 24, Steelers 17, and I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Have a good one, Lucky. Have a good one, and I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Hopefully, I see y'all at Sunday. Jeff likes my pick. He had the same score as me. Big dog, Deshaun Watson. Browns 24-17. Hopefully, I see you at 1 o'clock. If I don't see you at 1 o'clock, I'll see you when I see you. Giveaway at halftime of the game, so make sure you're here. If I call your name. Scott, what up? See you in 15, my guy. So if I see your name, if your name is pulled and you're not here, we'll pull another one. Well, not me. I don't know who's going to pull it. But I'll see you at 1 o'clock. Until then, peace. Oh, Brown Tiger, what up, my guy? I didn't see you. You be disappearing by the time watch party come along, but you still my guy. I got you. I'm out. Peace.
Acknowledge me.
Let's go.